Look, I find myself in an unusual situation because it's not often that the Honourable Sarah Game and I agree on an issue in this parliament, but I do have some sympathy for the argument that she's advanced here in relation to displaying or candidates displaying their nominations on council buildings. As I alluded to previously, members would be aware I was a former member of the City Council. When I stood for council, it was commonplace for members standing for office, when they lodged their nomination, to have it displayed at the Town Hall. The benefit of that was that it gave members a sense of which wards were going to be contested, and gave members of the community that were planning on standing for council a bit of information about who might be running where. I've never seen that as being a problem in our democracy. Under the previous Liberal government, there were some significant reforms of the Local Government Act. The Greens engaged constructively with the government around that and supported those reforms. But one of the changes that the Liberal government made was to get rid of that provision and to instead force or keep that information private, so that it wasn't clear who had nominated until after the nominations had closed. As a result, in the recent council elections, we saw actually a number of wards, particularly in regional areas, that were simply not contested, whilst you then had contested elections or, in some areas, seats that could not be filled. To me, that doesn't seem like a very sensible way for our democracy to work. If we have good people that want to put themselves forward for office, then I would. Sorry, Mr. President, I was finding it a bit hard to concentrate. If we have numerous people that are putting themselves forward for office, surely they should get the information on who is standing where so that they can make an informed decision. So I do have some sympathy for the argument that the Honourable Sarah Game has made. The Greens are inclined to support this bill, but if there are issues that arise in the context of the debate, if there's a cuckoo that's thrown into the nest somewhere on the line, then I will certainly revisit our position, and our view will be informed by the debate. But in principle, I'm inclined to support the honourable member's proposal.